Nice beach. Well, it's only been 1 month and we already have a new ChatGPT competitor. This time it's from China. In this video, I'll be comparing DeepSeek, ChatGPT, Claude, and Grok because it has been free for like 2 months now, so why not? Okay, DeepSeek first impression. It's very similar to ChatGPT right here, based on the input. For the first prompt of our mini AI competition, I came up with, code me a C# function that works as a translator that translates from English to Chinese using a free API that doesn't need an API key. I chose Chinese because, as I said before, DeepSeek is from China. So I hope my data is not stolen and I'll probably remove my account out of this video. Okay, so the response took 28 seconds to finish. You can see that right here. A bit longer than ChatGPT, but okay. Now let's paste it into ChatGPT. And it says it's searching the web here. That's a bit strange, but okay. Now let's paste it into Grok. And yeah, it's pretty fast. And uses a Google API, which none of the other AIs used. Now finally, let's paste it into Claude. And now as I have all the code for each AI, I'll compare it and we'll see the results. Okay, so I've copied all the code into a new project and let's test each of the functions. First of all, we've got DeepSeek. And this is definitely some Chinese letters. Let me copy that and let's move on to ChatGPT. Okay, let's go. And ChatGPT is not working. Bad request. That's not looking good for ChatGPT then. Next, we have Grok. And we have some Chinese letters, but also hello inside. Okay. But it seems to be pretty similar to the DeepSeek one, apart from the end. Now let's do Claude. And we also have something. Okay, so Claude and DeepSeek gave the same responses, and Grok gave the start of those, but had something else at the end. Okay, now if we look at the code, we can see that DeepSeek, Grok, and Claude gave code comments, from which the best ones probably come from Grok, where we can see we have a full explanation on what we're doing. And thanks to this, I can actually understand how we get the data from the response. And yeah, that's really nice. ChatGPT didn't give us comments. Then out of all the AIs, only DeepSeek actually gave us the option to choose the from and to language. So pretty nice. Now, DeepSeek used the My Memory API. GPT used the Liver Translate API. Grok used a Google API. And Claude used the same API as DeepSeek, the My Memory API. In general, all the code is pretty good, at least the one that actually runs ChatGPT. That's pretty shocking and didn't actually work, so not very good. Let's look at the final results. So, out of all the AIs, only ChatGPT didn't work, getting us an error code 400, which seems to be something wrong with the URL. Out of all the AIs, 3 gave us code comments, the best ones coming from Grok. For me, it explained the snippet in the most concise way. Our AIs used 3 different APIs. DeepSeek and Claude used My Memory. Grok used an API from Google, and ChatGPT used. For some extra points, DeepSeek did give us the option to input the languages we're translating from and to, which does make it a bit more complex, even though I did not specifically ask for this. Finally, my test text to translate was "This is a hello message" in another language. And after translating back the results from each AI program, here's what we have. That was my small test to play around with DeepSeek. If you want a longer, more in-depth tutorial on how to use DeepSeek for coding, where I give you some prompts, then leave a comment.